All right, everybody, check this out. We're back with the 04 RTV 900 diesel Kubota. Checking out these gear covers on the front. They're both, I have the old one and the new one here. I'm going to be using the new one, of course, with the water pump and the aluminum in good shape with the seals. But these, the old one, the 04, where the oil passages goes through, see the O-rings there? There's 3 O-rings. Got to make sure those are in there when you put it back together. On the new cover, it's machined. No O-rings. There we go there. And if we go to look at the blocks are the same. This is the new engine. And this is my old 04 engine. Nothing different on the blocks. So you can use the new cover on the old engine. Not a problem at all. Just checking out my timing marks. I can see the timing mark here. It's hard to see. Up there you go. Timing mark is good there for the cam. And then the injection pump timing mark has the 3. That's good. Now I'm looking here at the 1 dot. Can you see it? Yeah, there's the 1 dot there for the crank. I mean, that's the 1 dot you can see there on the idler gear. But I don't see the dot here on the crank. On the crank pulley. I'm not seeing the dot there. Huh. I'm going to have to check that out after, just to make sure. Maybe it's behind the washer. I'm hoping it's behind the washer. Anyway, yeah, I wanted to document that difference. You know, also as I document the difference on the cam gear, on the tensioner gear, as I was telling you, that one's just got a clip on the new engine. The old engine has a nut holding that gear on. They're both mounted the same way. They're both interchangeable. They're mounted the same way with a condensation. They're both mounted the same way in the back. They both can be used with one another, interchangeable, but that one just has a different style on the front. Also, I'm noticing here, because I'm using the new cylinder head, the new valve train, the pistons, the rods, and everything from the new engine. So while I was just taking the injector apart and cleaning the injector on the inside, checking it out, I noticed a difference here on injectors. This is the injector of the new motor. Let's see if this will focus. Injectors are the same with the difference of this. See inside of that? I know it's a little crappy because this motor had some water in it. Let's see here. Come on, focus. There's 3 holes, 3 small holes. That's where the fuel rail connects to the injector. There's 3 holes, 3 small holes in there for the fuel to go in. Then of course it hits the spring and then it gets sprayed out into the engine. Now, on the old injector, check this out. Look at that. There's 2 big holes for the fuel to go in. And it looks to me like it'd be a lot easier. I don't know a lot about this, so I'm just assuming, but you don't like to assume, obviously, that would be less prone for fuel contamination in there, having 2 big orifices like that for the fuel to come in. I don't know. The one thing I do know is the new motor is tuned down for emissions to be at the 22 or 20, under the 25 horsepower requirements, I believe, for that tier 4 or whatever it is. So the motor can have more horsepower on the newer ones. They just have it tuned down. They have the shims, obviously, in the injection pump higher up for less timing, and the fuel has less fuel going to it. And I'm also finding now the injectors could possibly also be part of that, being smaller holes on the injectors. I know there's 3 of them being small here, 3 small holes. That's the wrong side. 3 small holes. But even those 3 added up, there's definitely less volume going through or flow than these 2 big gigantic holes. So I am going to use my old injectors. I think they're better. I think the old injectors are better than the new injectors. But I'd like to hear what anybody else thinks that knows more about actually building injectors. I know it's a specialty thing. I mean, people even send injectors out. They charge big money to take these apart and clean them. I mean, there's nothing really to it. Anybody could do it. I don't see why they don't clean your own injectors. But anyway, let me know if you know a lot about injectors. I'm really curious about the differences there. Also, the differences on these cam gears. Which one would be better, or if there even is a difference. There's a lot of assumption I can make between the two, but for a fact, I don't know. Like you said, you don't like to assume here. There you go. There's that one. And you're just seeing the other one. So yeah, between the O-rings on the front gear cover and the cam gear, the tensioner gear, I mean, rather, and the injectors, let me know what you think. I'd like to know more about this stuff as I'm learning too. Thank you.